I'm right in front of you.
It's the Harty Boy mystery.
Here it comes, Thomas.
I guess I'm just an unintentional ninja. I mean, right in front of them. I was reading about New Jersey because that's always good for life. And so the article was about, I believe it is about various kinds of corruption in New Jersey's pension system. And one of the stories was there was a cop who was trying to get a pension for disability because he said he suffered emotional distress when his lieutenant yelled at him. The case is still being argued in court. And after reading this article, which the title of it was Fraud and Corruption in New Jersey's Pension System, I decided a better title would be Pensions and Corruption in New Jersey's Fraud System. I think that would be a little more honest. And now I'm going to have to refer to my notes. I should have opened them while Drake was doing his always inimitable introduction for me. Oh yeah, here we go. I enjoy reading about history and politics, that kind of thing, and you don't have to read a whole lot of history to realize that whoever inevitably gains power, they're always violent, greedy, dishonest people. And I believe it was Lord Acton who said that power corrupts, and it's very true. I have a more parsimonious way of describing the same phenomena of evil people always gaining power. I call it the principle that shit floats. So I think it's a little easier to follow. Let's see. Oh, here's a fun fact about me. I was in the Peace Corps. Yes, the Peace Corps, fighting fire with marshmallows since 1961. I served in the East African nation of Tanzania as a math teacher. I had a lot of interesting experiences over there. In particular, one thing I didn't expect to learn more about while I was in the Peace Corps is zombies. So you see, and here's the educational part. Now, the word zombie comes from a Lingala word, Nzombe. So, and that's the language spoken in Central Africa, and zombie folklore is a big part of many of the peoples there. And in Tanzania, the word for zombie is Msukule. And I was talking to a fellow teacher of mine who was all interested in black magic and the occult and whatnot, and he told me about what an Msukule is. So, what started the conversation was, he said, "You look very tired. You must have been an Msukule." I said, "What the hell is an Msukule?" He said, "Well, an Msukule is a person who has been put under a spell by an Mchawi, which is a witch doctor. And what the Mchawi does is he forces you to work in the field late at night for his own profit, and then you go back to sleep in the morning, you come back to your bed, go to sleep, and have no memory of it when you wake up in the morning, but you're tired for no reason." And so, I thought it was a really interesting story. And then a couple weeks ago, I was visiting a former roommate from college, and I told him this story, and he said, so basically, what an Msukule is like a date rape zombie. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So that was his input there. After that, we drank a lot of moonshine. We're both from West Virginia, so
Yeah.
He's a nice guy. Anyway, I guess one more fun fact about that before I move on to the big finish is in Central Africa, there are still a handful of places where human flesh is sold and consumed. And over there, they refer to it as long pig. The aristocrats! I'll do one more fun fact, then the big finish. Okay. One more fun fact is there was a Lakota Indian chief known as Sitting Bull, and I always wondered why was he called Sitting Bull, and the reason for that was he rode on a horse, and so if it hadn't been for the horses, he would have been Walking Bull. Interesting. Now the big finish. So I have a 9/11 joke too. So there's a website I enjoy very much. It's called like badtattoos.com or something. And I saw one on there that I thought was really funny. And so it was a tattoo of the burning World Trade Centers, and stick figures were jumping out on the side. And the caption at the bottom was, "It's raining men."
Oh. I like that one. Thomas Harty, everyone! Oh my Jesus Christ!